I'm gonna explain why Sunnyv2's video on Chris Tyson was absolutely genius for his brand and exactly how he made himself practically uncancelable. In his video, Sunnyv2 delved into the implications of this transition and how it could impact Tyson and those around him, specifically Mr. Beast. As expected, the video experienced mixed reactions from bringing Chris's marriage and child into the equation. Although some Twitter users expressed solidarity with Sunnyv2, others believe that he crossed the line by involving Chris's personal life into the discussion. Mr. Beast even spoke out against Sunnyv2's video, describing it as disgusting. This was a complete shift from Mr. Beast's previous stance on Sunnyv2 when he made a video about Mr. Beast's burger franchise and the genius way Mr. Beast had started it. Mr. Beast commented that the video was making his day and thanked Sunnyv2 for the detailed commentary. The question of Mr. Beast's position on Sunnyv2 still lingers, but it appears that their relationship is not as strong as it used to be. But why is it exactly genius? It seems as though they were mixed reviews and Sunnyv2 must have lost at least half his audience, right? Well, as Sunnyv2 showed in a video about how the like ratio on Mr. Beast's recent livestream was staggering, with an overwhelming amount of people disliking Chris's new look, this same thing happened to Sunnyv2's video with a close to 50% like ratio. It doesn't take a YouTube guru to tell you that it will hurt a video's performance. But will it actually? Looking at the view count for the video, it is clear that it actually gained a significant amount more views than the rest of his videos. In fact, it gained more views than the past 16 videos despite only being out for 10 days at the time of writing the script. But why is it the case? Was it complete luck, or was it a genius plan to reach into the minds of millions of people? On Impulsive, a podcast created by Logan Paul, who himself had his fair share of controversies, Mr. Beast explained how controversy was good for a channel. Now Mr. Beast has left out a few key details in that conversation. Controversy is only good if done right. There have been countless numbers of cancellations in the past, with many of them leading to YouTubers leaving the platform, constantly receiving hate, or killing their channel altogether. But if done right, they can boost the channel to new heights. Sunnyv2 is infamous for his documentary videos, and while some say that he makes random BS up all the time, there's some truth and pattern to his statements. Specifically, I apologize videos. He made a whole video on how dumb they are, and Sunnyv2 is correct. In his words, apology videos are
a pathetic template to get hate off.
And I agree, all they do is show how vulnerable you are and only promoting more hate. Before we move along, let's discuss a few examples to show common mistakes among these quote-unquote apologies, and then talk about the successful ones. The first YouTuber posted an apology video, and now with millions of subscribers gets less than 100,000 views a video. It's no other than MiniLad. Now Sunnyv2 made a whole video on him, so I will link that in the comments, but here's a 15-second clip of his apology to put it in perspective.
Our streaks were good because back in 2015, that's kind of what people did. It wasn't until 2016 when she was 17 that I first started to flirt with her. I was 21 at the time, and that's not okay. And I'm aware of that. So
you can see how he came across as weak and depressed, putting him in such a vulnerable position. While he's only getting around 50,000 views, Logan Paul, another YouTuber who got cancelled many times but always seemed to bounce back. Instead of a response like MiniLad, which came across as weak, Logan Paul took a very different approach. Here, I'll let you see it for yourself.
Thanks. Yeah, check this out. Delete Logan Paul's YouTube channel. Check it out. 533,029 have signed. Well, I'm gonna make sure this gets to 533,030 right now because I'm signing it. Because Logan Paul, right?
You're Logan Paul.
Huh? I'd me. I can't be saying this stuff, right? Because I'm caught in this weird balance where, like, I feel like people don't expect me to, like, be funny anymore. But, like, dog, one thing I did learn out of all of this, no matter how much hate or comments from random strangers who I have never even seen or heard of in my life. Logan, you're trash. Logan, you're garbage. Rotten hell, die. Hang yourself. Like, all these, it's noise to me. I will never, ever, ever forget who I am at my core, and no one can make me think I'm something otherwise.
Again, since Sunnyv2 made a video on him, I won't go into further detail than just stating how, but I think it was pretty obvious that Logan Paul was not touched by the cancellations and moved on with his life. Sunnyv2 knows cancel culture like no other. Some may call him the cancel culture god, but in reality he knows why cancel culture exists. and how to avoid it. So let's delve into the mind of Sunnyv2 and cancel culture. Cancel culture is a phenomenon that has become increasingly prevalent in the age of social media, where high-profile individuals are targeted for their past actions or statements. It's usually sparked by other high-end individuals who want to cancel someone for media attention, and their followers jump on board to act cool, even if they don't actually truly care about the media at hand. This often results in a publicity stunt that doesn't lead to any meaningful change. In simple terms, it's a publicity stunt for everyone involved, and Sunnyv2 can take that publicity out of it. But that's for later in this video. First, here's why the cancel culture is not real at all. The problem with cancel culture is that it's too often based on the idea that people actually care what's happening, when in reality they may not. In fact, it's been shown that social media users are more likely to share content that makes them look good rather than the content that is actually important or relevant. This means that many people who participate in cancel culture may not actually be interested in the issue at hand, but rather want to appear as virtuous or #woke to their followers. After a week or two, people often move on to the next big thing, leaving the person who was cancelled to deal with the aftermath. The danger here is that the person who was cancelled may believe that their brand or reputation is permanently damaged, when in reality most people have already forgotten about the incident. This can lead to irrational decisions based on the belief that the public actually cares more about the issue than they actually do. So what did Sunnyv2 actually do about this situation with Chris Tyson? Well, he did nothing. As stated before, saying sorry makes you look vulnerable, so Sunnyv2 didn't do that. And what do you know, the next video Sunnyv2 gets the same number of views as he usually does, hovering around the 1 to 2 million mark. Looking at the comments, there's really nothing out of the ordinary, no hate, no attacks, nothing, other than the last line of Guava Juice himself stating how his last video had crossed a line, but we can just state that it was par for the course, as the rest of the comment acknowledges how Sunnyv2 was motivational and helped him redefine his footing. So is there really no damage done? Did he walk away unscathed? Well, it's impossible to say that. Due to the controversial nature of his channel previously, there wasn't much that happened to his long-term reputation, though we can't disregard what did. On his video about Guava Juice, there was a lower than expected like ratio. Though it could have been boiled down to his speech about Guava himself, there have been way more hateful attacks with way better like ratios. In the following days after the video's release about Chris from Mr. Beast, Sunnyv2 lost over 20,000 subscribers. Comparing that to the video's performance and sub count, it actually shows that for every sub Sunnyv2 lost, he actually made $1, showing how it was overall positive. Now I know it may sound crazy, but what if I told you that Sunnyv2 had predicted this and set up his channel in a way where he can't get cancelled before he even uploaded his first video? Sunnyv2, being an experienced content creator, had a keen understanding of how cancel culture worked on social media. He knew in that today's day and age, one wrong move can lead to massive backlash from the public, which could lead to the end of his career. With this knowledge in mind, he was very cautious about how he presented himself online. When he started his channel, he took steps to ensure that he couldn't easily be cancelled. Unlike many other YouTubers, he does not provide an email address, links to other social media platforms, or any other contact information. This means that there's no way for people to attack him on other platforms or stir up more drama. Even when the hashtag Sunnyv2 was trending on Twitter, people were essentially talking to a wall because he isn't even on Twitter. While there's a Twitter user who's impersonating him, that person has no connection to Sunnyv2 and is just an imposter trying to ride the wave of his popularity. By setting up his social media presence in this way, Sunnyv2 has made it very difficult for anyone to cancel him, even if they try their very best. That is the genius of Sunnyv2. Like and subscribe.